Hello, everybody. Welcome to our podcast, The Winter Series Diaries. My name is Lamis Ahmed. I'm going to be your host for today. I'm joined by Ardash and Amal from the Hospitality and Tourism Management. On today's episode, we're going to explore how Toronto celebrates the winter through culture, festivities, and the outside experience. So grab your hot chocolate and let's get started. So since you are guys in the same program and you did that research, I would love for you guys to tell me what inspired you to do the research and write about the winter tourism in Toronto.
So we have gone through a couple of academic articles and some of the external sources. And the most interesting one is that they haven't done most of the field work. So as part of our course, we have done gator tours with the whole batch. Each as we are winter tourism group, we have done some tour guiding in the most winter destination like Nathan Phillips Square and Distillery District and that's the most engaging part, and we can see and we have done it in the winter time as well, so we can see how the market is going on. We can also compare with the summer market, so I would say that's the interesting one.
Like the most interesting part about it, because like you had like that hands-on
experience.
Oh, nice. I love that. Alrighty, my third question. From what you have studied, what are the key ingredients for successful winter tourism destination?
So we think for winter tourism to be successful, we need people to attract for special events, and that are mainly like special events that provide cultural activities and some special food items or anything. And transportation is also a better part. So if it is not accessible for everyone, those who don't have personal transport or those who need public transport system, it would be better if we have more transport system.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's probably like the most successful part about it. So everyone can get to their destination. Yeah. All right, perfect. All right, moving to my next question. What infrastructure improvement should Toronto focus on to become a top winter destination?
So when talking about infrastructure, Toronto is really doing good. The development ways, everything. So when we have done the gated excursion, we don't have to get exposed to the sun, because we can reach one destination to other, like through the Toronto path. So Toronto Path is the largest underground networking system in the whole world. It have reasons to connect Union Station to other destinations, but there are destinations within GTA areas which can't be accessed by these paths. But it can be accessed by the subway systems, other commute. But I think more of like the pathway should be implemented, like it can be extended to other, maybe some parts of Exhibition Place, Ontario Place, and other parts. So the infrastructural wise, it should be like
focus on the
focus on the parts.
Oh, well, obviously, like everyone in the winter is always like shivering outside. They want to like shop in the mall, but they can do it like underground. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I've been there. I saw like spas and a lot of stores. A lot of stores.
A lot of coffee shops. They don't even we are running for work. We don't get want to waste our 50 minutes of our time to get a coffee somewhere else.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of like people who works in corporate, like they take the path to their...
Mainly the path is focused on the financial and the entertainment districts of Toronto.
Okay.
But most of the people coming to Toronto in winter are for the conventions. So the major part is connected to the hotels and the Metro Toronto Convention Center. So it makes it easy for them to go to the convention and get back home, do whatever they want. So imagine a tourist coming to Toronto. They can get down at the airport. They can get to the Union Station via Union Pearson Railway and get started from there. So they don't have to. Some of them like to embrace the winter. So if they don't want to, it's an alternate option.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. For my next question, what warm destination are always competing for tourists, and how is Toronto standing out in the winter tourism space?
So, in order to attract more tourists, it's better to highlight the winter activities at Toronto and mainly the ice skating at Nathan Phillips Square. So, a lot of people are attracted to this, and giving more promotion to all these activities, we can attract more from other warmer regions or even the tourists from different nations. So, promoting all this and highlighting the activities and the events and also conducting the food festivals and all can attract more people. So, basically, we know people from Arabian countries are living in a warm nature, and so we can attract more to Toronto with the activities and some other basic easy accessible events and everything without much cost. So we can also give some package for the winter tourism and discounted rate. We can also get connected to different tourism partners at countries. Yeah, discounted packages with the travel agents from all over the world.
Yeah. Is there
And
like
conducting any tournaments during the winter season.
So we have to think about it in two ways. Like during winter, people in Canada, whole Canada are going to like Caribbean destination, more tropical stuff. So we have to think about it like this. There are warmer regions in the world, and how can we pull them in coming into winter, which they didn't experience. So maybe conducting events. There are some cities not in GTA, like Blue Mountains, Banff. Alberta is doing a great job in that. So we have included some research on how the Western market is doing it. Like Vancouver and Whistler have previously hosted Winter Olympics, and Toronto have done the Pan Am Games in 2015. So more like game stuffs events should be conducted, so it can not only pull from the foreign market, also the people who are going to experience their holidays in Caribbean or some other destination to stick in Canada, Toronto.
All right, we're almost at our end of the podcast. I have two more questions for you guys. Many students attempt to stay indoor during the winter. What would you say to encourage them to explore Toronto in the colder month?
Yeah, rather than staying at home and being lazy, it's better to engage in some activities like the ice skating and making the maple syrup candies and spending time with our friends outside. So basically, after the winter, we can't experience all these things, or even the activities are not staying for long. Especially for winter only, the ice skating activities and all, because we also went to experience with our friends the ice skating. It was really nice. So after a few days, it was a couple of weeks, around one month back, 1 or 2 months, and we thought of experiencing again, but it was closed because I started melting due to the sun. So it's better to experience and being a part of all these activities rather than staying at home.
Yeah, there are some events which can't be run throughout any year. So, like there are. Have you gone to Rideau Canal in Ottawa? So the canal opens only for like 2 weeks in a year. So only if the temperature in the city is between 10 to minus 30 degrees, and the thickness of the water in the canal, like the ice in the canal, should be at least 30 centimeters. Then only when it comes to that point, the canal opens as a like world's one of the largest ice skating rink. So it's a good thing. So there are no such things in Toronto. Maybe a few like Benway skating trials and all, but not a huge thing going on as a winter market. Like speaking about sports or like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's mainly like those like outdoorsy, like the Christmas market and like the skating.
We want to be like engage in some surf, right?
Yeah.
Even the Toronto Islands also, taking
Oh,
the
the
ferry to
Toronto
the
Island,
islands
yeah.
and
Yeah.
the view from the island to the Toronto downtown.
Yeah,
It's
maybe-
really
You go in the
amazing.
winter like that?
Yeah.
No, maybe in the
Beautiful, yeah.
future they can make a skating trail through from the city to the islands.
I think that's a little bit dangerous, no?
Yeah,
Can be, yeah.
but they can check the measures and maybe
Yeah,
it
take
can be
measurements.
in the future, not for like a long period of time, but it can generate a lot of revenue.
Okay, yeah. We're talking about students though. Yeah, it's a little bit scary, but no, I get it. Hopefully, if they generate like more data on like how to do it, yeah, I mean like that would be cool.
Yeah,
All right, up to my last question.
sure.
What one piece of advice you would give to someone experiencing winter in Toronto for the first time?
So the most important one is the proper clothing. So when
I
I
get you.
came to Canada and it's when it's my first winter, I'm like, oh, it sucks. So I can say, so it was I can't cope up with the winter. It's like basically it's because of the bad clothing. So we should be like geared up, like proper wears. We are living in a city more than like 30-degree altitude. So wear proper clothing, and yeah, that's the main thing. Take advice, learn some hacks, how to do it.
Maybe
So
learn the transportation.
transportation to yeah.
That's heavy for you guys.
Don't hate it, embrace it. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah. Okay, I love it. Yeah. And I think that concludes my questions for you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Alrighty, and that's our wrap for today's podcast on the Winter City Diaries. So either you're a student or a local, you're looking for a destination for the winter. I hope you found this conversation insightful. Also, special thanks to our guests, Ardash and Amal. Thank you for taking the time and joining us on this podcast. And yeah, until next time, guys. Hello, everybody.